So another thing that comes up a lot is you have these doomsday people who say, well, the whole entire system has to collapse. It has to fall completely. It has to be started over. Everything has to be. It's so corrupt. It's so bad. It's gone so far off the grid that we have to just raise it to the ground and start over. And I think that's wrong. I don't believe that. That's not what my intuition's telling me. That's not what I believe is happening. I believe that the current infrastructure is going to be used, it's going to be skeletonized, and it's going to be rebuilt. When bone rebuilds, it lays down new bone. It removes bone and it lays down bone. And how it does it is like a miracle. Like the human body is totally a miracle. But it doesn't just remove your tibia and then regrow your tibia, and you have to lay in bed for a week for your tibia to regrow. And it's kind of like, I was also thinking about like how, animals shed their skin, and they don't, when they molt, they grow, their skin becomes not right. So they grow new skin underneath and then slough off the old skin once the new skin is grown. And that is more in line with, I believe, with what is going to happen. And they're a lot of these people who maybe mean well, they're trying to produce a lot of fear by telling people that, the whole system's got to go down. It's just so corrupt, and just look around, and it's just so bad, and there's so much badness. Yeah, there's a lot of focused negativity, but if you look at in general, yeah, average people, they just want to be, they just want peace, they just want to have joy, they want to have happiness. And I believe that there are going to be new technologies. I was listening to James Gillian, his podcast. If you guys don't listen to that, it's really good to listen to. He has a lot of good guests. But he had a really great guest, Michael Salla, I think is his name. He's a ufologist, and they were talking they talked about a lot of really interesting things, but one of the things they talked about was, the free energy devices and things like that. And I used to kind of not understand that. I kind of was like, well, if they come out with free energy devices, then, the oil companies are going to collapse, and, all these things are going to collapse. But then I was thinking, they're going to need people to regulate it. They're going to need people to build an infrastructure for it. I mean, even if you come up with a free energy device, it's still a device. It's still something that has to be, scaled to size. I mean, think about a car engine. Think about how many different kinds of cars there are and how many different kinds of car engines. You can't just put the same car engine in every car. Because people don't want that. Consumers want variety. They want variability. Some people want a race car. Some people want, a commuting car. And so there's going to be so many opportunities and so many potentials for this growth once to grow out of this. Nothing is really going to be, it's not like they're going to just, give us free energy. We're going to have to buy the devices. We're going to have to pay for the service. It's kind of like the Wi-Fi stuff, I mean, it seems kind of free, right? They're just sending it along a wire. It doesn't seem like it should cost them anything, but it costs money to maintain the systems and, to, have people work and all the things that need to be done just to maintain it. And so that's what I see coming. I am excited about it. I'm not, overly optimistic. I mean, I think it's going to take a lot more time. Things are going to happen very slowly, but it's happening, and the people who are trying to spread a bunch of fear, I think it's misguided, and I think that it's short-sighted. I mean, it's not what my intuition's telling me, and anyway, you might feel different, but I hope you have a good day.